What's up, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this YouTube channel, welcome. I am Violet and this is Loud Violet. If you like any of my videos, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. It's for free. And give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Share any of my videos. If you do not know me yet, I'm gonna put that link in my description box below. Get to know me, and when I'm not here, you can feel free to follow me on any of my social media platforms, and that is Instagram and Snapchat. I'm gonna leave that also in my description box. And if you do not know me, or at least want to know the basics about me, girl, please scroll all the way down to get to know me. It's like the second video on my YouTube channel. Get to know me, the part one of getting to know me. Please get to know me. I would like if you get to know me. Drop a comment if you want me to get to know you as well. You can drop your comment in there and say something about yourself, so today yes, I'm gonna be talking about things that we need to normalize, and let's get right into the video. Yay. Guys, what's up? Once again, this is Violet. I think I need to take this off now. Okay, number 4, people having babies outside marriage. Girls, I know we're all raised, especially African traditional setting, and also religiously, but listen, I'm not going to talk about that one. But these things happen. I was having a conversation where we found out that a friend of mine is having a baby due this month, and the moment I mentioned it, because she's a friend that is known by both my parents, the first reaction when I heard of it, the first reaction that somebody in my household, not my household per se, in my father's household, the first reaction that they had was, oh no. Usually with the traditional system, not even just parents, because that's what they train us, and that's what we know, and that's how it's supposed to be. But is really anything supposed to be the way it's supposed to be, or is it just that that's how it was made? When you think about it, when that passed, I was so touched on behalf of my friend, because the reaction that I got on her behalf, the first thing that somebody says, oh no, people don't have principles, they have no value for principles. And personally, I was like, oh, that's amazing, oh, children are a blessing. I mean, personally, I can't say I wouldn't do it, but I don't have time just yet. But I feel like by the time, sometimes it happens accidental and it's unplanned, yeah, but then I feel by the time somebody chooses and takes the decision to have a child and bring a child into this world, then they're mature enough to probably handle, or sometimes they might not even be mature enough to handle, and all these other things that you learn in the process of motherhood and blah blah blah. Let me not get into that. But I feel like the social judgment that people get when somebody has a baby, or is expecting, or gets pregnant, there's a lot of social judgment, guys. A lot of unnecessary, uncalled for social judgment when somebody has a child outside marriage. It's a thing that needs to be normalized, in my opinion. I don't see why you have to point fingers. It doesn't mean anything about that person. It doesn't mean they're cheap. It doesn't mean they're hook. It doesn't mean they're loose. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that they've decided to have a baby, and what's wrong with that? It's okay. Okay, maybe not biblically, but listen, let's try to reduce the social judgment, guys. Me personally, I think that's the thing that we need. Me personally, I'm so Ugandan, but yeah, that's the thing that I think. I don't want to get into that whole debate, but that is my opinion. I mean, you're entitled to yours, but in my opinion, I think it's okay. Let them have their babies. They can have more if they want.
The same person that can be here saying this, and then tomorrow morning I'm just gonna be like, guys, so this is a new blessing, and I'm gonna call her Blessing because she's such a blessing to my life, and children are amazing and everything. Anyway,
number 3, women dating younger men. Personally, okay, before I get attacked, personally, I would prefer a guy that's older than me, especially for scientific reasons and etc, you know, with the whole woman thing and blah blah blah. But there's a way that when a lady, okay, no, wait, sometimes some women, guys, 5-6 years younger than you, chichina ye, chichi, let's talk about this, guys. Let's try to find each other some you know. But I feel like within a certain age range it's acceptable. I don't see why someone, because, you know, let's say, the best example I can give, campus here, you could find somebody that could be the person that you like, makes you happy, that is your soul, that is your joy, that's your everything, and he's a year below you. Why do guys, especially men and even girls, they trip over that and they just be there talking a lot of trash because of the person, because of the choice that you've made? He's just a year below, guys. That's her choice. Like, does it add to your life? Does it remove from your life? Does it add anything to you? Then let us move on. Let's normalize this thing, because these things happen, and I don't see why people have to be judged and pointed at and said and talk trash to just because they're dating a guy that's younger than them. Personally, I still prefer a guy who's older than me, but that's a story that for another day. Okay, number 2. Finally down to number 2. Oh my goodness, I feel like I've been talking. Number 2, women doing better than men or their man. Am I preaching, guys? Women doing better than men or their men. It is absolutely okay. Men, get over your ego. Women, stop judging men who have women that are stronger than them. I'm not stronger per se, but doing better. Especially, this comes in the place where a woman is especially financial independence. When a woman does not necessarily depend on a man. This is a debate that I feel like I don't want to rattle just yet, but I felt like I had to mention that we need to normalize women who do better than them, women doing better than them, and it's not such a huge shock. Imagine, and it's the woman who pays for the bills. Imagine, how can your girlfriend be the one to pay for the bill? How can your girlfriend be the one to send you some money? I mean, he can also send money, and the girlfriend might have more money, and she can send more money to the guy, more than he often sends. And what's wrong with that? Sorry, what's wrong with that? Women, stop attacking men who have women that are doing better than them. Women, stop attacking women that they need to lower it a little bit, tone it down a little bit because they are women. And you don't want to trip over your man's ego, and you don't want to do this because you make him feel a certain way, because you end up disrespecting the person. Somebody doing better than their man or a man does not necessarily mean that they're now going to step all over the men and step in their ego, disrespect them just because they can handle their business, their bills, and they're independent. Guys, let's normalize this thing. Let's normalize it. This topic touches me, and I feel like we shall continue to talk about this later. Okay, number 1, finally, number 1 is don't hit me, but saying I love you without it being said back. Now, don't get me wrong. It hurts when you tell somebody that you love them, whether it's a girlfriend, like a romantic relationship, or a friendship type of relationship. It hurts irregardless when you tell somebody that you love them and they don't say it back. There's been times when my best friend has told me that she loves me and I don't say it back. There's been times when I've told her that I love her and she doesn't say it back, and I'm hurt. There's been times when my brother used to tell me that he loves me too, but he just suddenly doesn't, and suddenly I have a problem with it, you know. But I know that he loves me, and he would almost do anything within his willpower to do anything for me, you know. This is the type of love that I'm talking about. And even in relationships, I feel like, especially in romantic relationships, it's very important to affirm your feelings. But in my personal opinion, personal, in bold, underlined, in caps, listen, sometimes somebody can tell you they love you in the morning, and then you talk at a certain point, maybe in the middle of the day before lunch, and they tell you they love you. Then at lunchtime, they tell you they love you. Then in the afternoon, they tell you they love you. In the evening, then in the night. Like, sometimes I feel like, okay, I think my point is telling somebody that you love them too doesn't have to come from a point of pressure that you have to say it back. You know what I mean? Like, in the case, especially in the case of romantic relationships, it's important. It is important. Please do not get me wrong, and I'm down for that, you know. But, oh, the sun has set. Oh, finally, I can look properly. Yeah, it is important, and it is absolutely important. I can't find a synonym for important. Essential. Yeah, it is essential to affirm people's feelings to each other, especially in a romantic relationship and all other relationships. But to me, I feel like I don't have to. Why do I have to say I love you too? Because I have to say it back. Like, you tell me in the morning, and there are times when I tell you, not even just, it's not like rare times. I'll tell you in the evening, you know, I love you too, you're doing so well, babe, I'm supporting you, I'm just here to encourage you, you're doing well, you know, you're great, you're amazing, I love you, or I love you too, here and there. I don't see why I have to say it 24 times in a day for you to, because you said it 24 times in a day. In 24 times in a day, I might say it 10 times out of 24 times in a day. And I think that's something that needs to be normalized, especially by couples. I mean, everybody has a different way to approach this. There are those who want to be told 50 times a day. Tell them every day that you love them back, or else it's over. Jokes. But everybody has their own opinion on that. But you can let me know what you think. Please don't attack me. You can let me know what you think in the description, in the comment section below. Please drop your comments down on the things that you think that we need to normalize in this year and the years to come. What are some of those things that you think that we need to normalize as men, as women, as people in this generation? And what are some of those things that you think people need to stop doing, or people need to stop pointing fingers at on people? Basically, things that, I'm just repeating myself. If you agree or disagree, I mean, all your opinions are welcome in the comment section. Please, this is just my opinion. I'm not attacking people. I'm not saying that people who don't believe in these things, that it's an abnormality. That's also fine. In my opinion, meine opinione， 这是我的想法，不是你的。你们可以随便听你们的，你们的也可以，但是我的想法就是我的。Okay? My opinion is mine. That's what I think. If you think my normalities are your abnormalities, then that's okay. But you can put that in the comment section. Let me know what you agree with. Let me know if you have anything else that you'd like to add on to the things that I think we need to normalize. If you disagree, that's also fine. Let me know. Hit me up in my DM on Instagram. Yes, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll be seeing you guys next week here on Loud Violet. Hey.